Why do 95% of traders fail, and how can you be part of the 5% that don't? 95% of traders lose money. They blow up accounts, they quit in frustration, and they never achieve the consistency that they're dreaming about. And it's not because they do not know how to trade. It is because they follow the wrong approach. They get misled by industry myths and they adopt these bad habits that slowly erode their capital and their confidence. But here is the good news. The 5% who succeed do not rely on secret indicators or insider tips. They follow a completely different set of rules and disciplines, and today I will show you exactly why 95% of traders fail and how you can apply the same steps that helped me go from a struggling trader to a consistently profitable trader. My name is Lewis. I'm the founder of the Star Trading community, and over the past 12 years, I have mentored countless traders all over the world, and I have seen firsthand what works and what doesn't work in this industry. And what I do know for sure is that successful traders do not depend on luck or on magic strategies. They follow a disciplined, a structured approach and stick to it relentlessly. By the end of this video, you will understand the 7 key reasons why traders fail, and more importantly, you will know exactly what you need to do to join in with that 5% who consistently make profit in the markets. Let's get into it. Reason 1, risk management. Now, this is probably the biggest mistake that most traders make, is that they do not manage their risk properly. They are entering trades without defined stop losses. They are risking too much on each position, and they're chasing losses in the hope of a quick recovery. Without proper risk management, you are not trading. What you're actually doing is gambling. Now, in my early years, I did not fully grasp risk management or the importance of it. And I believed that risking more money meant making even more profits. Now, I remember a day when somebody I knew risked 20% of their account on a single trade because they were feeling lucky. They had that gut feeling. Now, that day they doubled their account. Oh, isn't that exciting? Isn't that brilliant? But the very next day, they lost everything that they had gained and more, nearly blew their account. Now, that crushing experience is an unforgettable one, and it teaches a very hard lesson. And I want you to avoid that hard lesson. The 5% who succeed do not gamble. They cap their risk. Typically, they risk only 1 to 2% of their capital. I cap mine to 1% on each trade. And they set a maximum daily loss threshold so that one bad day cannot wipe out their entire account. Protecting your capital is not optional, and it's my primary focus as a mentor. It is the fundamental rule that underpins every successful trader's career that I know. Once I limited my risk to a reasonable range, just 1%, I weathered market storms without catastrophic losses. Staying alive and in the game financially enabled me to remain as a trader successful for the long term, long enough to see consistent success. Risk management is your lifeline in this financial market. No matter how attractive a setup looks, if you do not have a stop loss in place, you are gambling, in my opinion. So never ever risk more than 1% per trade. Set a daily stop loss limit, and once that is reached, if you're day trading that is, stop trading for that day. This simple practice may seem really small, but it will save your account from large drawdowns and give you a sustainable edge in the markets, especially in today's super fast-paced markets, which are volatile, can be volatile, amplified with all the AI stuff that's going on, unexpected news events and tweets impacting the market. So reason 2 is people have no defined edge, which is another reason why most traders fail, is they're lacking that defined edge. And instead of following a tested system, they hop from one strategy to the next to another, chasing random signals without giving any setup sufficient time to prove its effectiveness. Now, the 5% who do succeed, they focus relentlessly on one single edge, like the star trading method. They do not search endlessly for the next big thing. Early in my trading journey, I tried everything from scalping to trend following to news trading, all of it. And the more I switched from style to style, the less focused that I became and the worse my results became as well. Now, the turning point for me came when I committed to mastering just one tested setup. The first strategy I mastered was the pullback, and I put that into a structure that looked for other key levels. This specialization, this focus transformed my trading. And instead of chasing noise, I took trades based on my strategy, on my system that I tried and was trusted. Now, this system ultimately became the star trading method, which is what I now get to teach others all over the world, and it allows them to become successful traders too, all in less than 30 minutes per day of trading. Consistency comes from not having multiple setups that are unmanageable, but from mastering one setup that you can repeat with confidence. So stop jumping from strategy to strategy. What I want you to do now is write down your chosen setup really clearly and trade that exclusively. This focus is going to build the confidence and the discipline that's necessary for long-term profitability. Reason 3, overtrading. Overtrading is the most common trap, or one of, that new traders fall into. Many trade out of boredom, maybe frustration, maybe from desperation, or from fear of missing out. Overtrading clouds judgment, forces impulsive decision, and almost always leads to blowing accounts, as in losing all your money. Now, if you are placing 26 trades in one day, you may think you're hustling. You're not. You're maybe believing that the more trades you take, the more money that you will make. The reality is far different though. You are being reckless if you're trading in that way. You're compensating for past losses, you're chasing the market rather than waiting patiently for the right setups for the market to behave the way you want. Overtrading takes you away from your edge and will most likely end up in you blowing your account. The traders who repeatedly succeed understand that less is more. They do not trade 10 times per day. They patiently wait for quality setups and trade those setups only. Patience and selectivity are their allies. So limit yourself, if you're day trading, to 3 trades per day and adhere to this boundary line. When the urge to keep trading arises for just the sake of activity and being active, pause, step away, trust your process, and focus on quality, not quantity. Reason 4, no journal. Failing to journal trades that you've taken is a huge missed opportunity for growth. Trading without a journal is like driving without a sat nav. You may eventually arrive, but you're going to take a heck of a lot of wrong turns. You may bump into things, you may go down dead ends, and it's going to waste your time. I always say the mistakes that I made taught me more than the wins ever did. At first, I did not journal. I thought it was unnecessary. I'm not into detail like that. But when I finally started documenting every trade, I uncovered many small but very costly errors that I'd been masking and been making, such as entering too early or moving stops impulsively rather than based on data. Now, your trading journal is the vital feedback loop from which true improvement arises. It lets you discover behavioral patterns to identify the setups that do work best for you, and over time, journaling significantly boosts your performance. So do it. So how do we do it? Screenshot every trade and write 2 simple notes: what worked and what didn't. Record as well your emotional state before the trade, during the trade and after each trade as well. This data is going to become invaluable for maintaining discipline and staying grounded as well. My mentees receive from me a journaling document that tracks at least 14 different elements of each trade. Now that allows us to see what is and what is not working in the markets and evolve over time. Reason 5, wrong mindset. Trading is not a shortcut to wealth. It is a journey of building consistent returns. One of the biggest reasons I feel that traders fail is they are coming at it with the wrong mindset. They're focused on quick riches rather than patient process building. My perspective changed when I stopped asking, will this trade win? And started asking, does this trade meet my system, and does that system make money over the next 100 trades? This one shift revolutionized my approach. Instead of obsessing over each individual trade, I view trading as a numbers game. I focus on positive expectancy over time. That's what I look at. The traders in the 5% think in terms of probabilities, not predictions. They are building systems with favorable odds and they follow those relentlessly. So focus on building and trusting a system that has an edge and that works over time. Patience and discipline make the difference. Reason 6. No routine. So a lack of routine is a silent killer for successful trading. Trading without a plan or a schedule sets you up for inconsistency. All successful traders follow structured routines. They trade when the market offers their best opportunities in line with their structure, not whenever the mood strikes. Now, when I began blocking specific trading windows based on sessions and volatility, market opens and closes, and also my own preferences, my focus sharpened, my decision quality improved, and I no longer hurried into bad trades that didn't meet my criteria. Instead, I was able to wait for them to align perfectly with my plan. Routine removes emotion from trading and replaces it with logic and with discipline. Especially important in the way that markets move at the moment and the way that they can be impacted by global news. Reason 7, lone wolf mentality. Trying to navigate trading alone is one of the biggest mistakes that you could ever make as a trader. Trading is tough enough without adding isolation. When I first began, for years, I'd got myself around a mentor and a community. My friend went separate ways and did it on his own. Guess who is now the successful trader? Not me. Being part of a community and having mentorship, that's what made my results accelerate so rapidly, and I was able to leave my job in 7 months. Now, the 5% who succeed do not isolate themselves. They learn from others, they share ideas, and they stay accountable. That's what happens within the strong star trading community. And good mentorship are the catalysts to faster growth. So find a mentor, join a community, not just a free thing online, they're rubbish. Support is not a crutch, it's a force to multiply your results. Get around a community. 95% of traders fail because they repeat these 7 mistakes over and over. They never seem to learn. Now, the 5% succeed because they do the opposite of the 95%. They treat trading like a professional sport, not a hobby. They build structure, they develop systems and stick to them no matter what. And all the successful traders that I know all had a mentor at some point in their trading journey. So if you want to leave the 95% behind and you want to join the 5% who do succeed, who are consistently making profit in the markets, that's exactly what we do inside Star Trading. And I want to invite you to my free 90-minute masterclass where I teach you this system step by step. You will see the same rules that keep me consistent today. So click the link in the description and reserve your spot for free now. Do not let another month pass, another day pass, staying stuck with the 95%. Choose now to become one of the 5% instead. So subscribe to the channel, hit the notifications bell, and I will see you in the next video.